Now we move on to softening point test. So what is softening of bitumen? Softening of bitumen means change in the phase from a solid to a fluid or a flowable phase. So when you heat the bitumen continuously at a particular rate, the bitumen, the hard bitumen, will slowly change to a flowable material. So in that case, it won't be able to carry any load or it won't be having any strength. So we need to identify the particular softening point from the purpose of application of bitumen. Because if some particular bitumen has softening point of, let's say, 50 degrees, then this cannot be used at places where, right, when the pavement temperature goes more than 50 degrees, let's say 55 degrees. Because at above 55, it will easily soften and turn out to be a fluid or a liquid where it cannot bear any load. Now, to find the softening point, use the apparatus called as ring and ball apparatus. So basically this has a one stand, is a stand. So this is called a ring. You see on this ring, already the bitumen is conditioned, right? It is filled in this, poured in this ring, allowed to get hardened. And now this bitumen will be conditioned at bitumen conditioned at 5 degrees. That means we are trying to harden the bitumen. At 5 degrees the bitumen becomes hardened, so it will be very a solid state. Then what you will do during testing, you will place this bitumen on this particular stand, and on this ring you will place a ball. This is a particular ball of particular weight, right? Similarly, keep one more ring and ball apparatus, ring and ball assembly here. So now we'll keep this whole system in a beaker and allow it to heat. So when you apply heat, slowly the bitumen, the ball what you have here, it will apply load on this particular bitumen, and slowly this will fall. This bitumen will start falling down up to it touches this particular lower plate. Now this gap is 25 mm. Now let's say when you start a test, the temperature of water is, let's say it is equal to, let's say around 20 degrees. When you start a test. Slowly what happens, when you start heating, the bitumen gets softened and softened. At some point or at some temperature, this will touch the bottom plate. So we'll note the temperature to thermometer at what temperature it will touch. That is basically softening point. Let's say like 58 degrees. If the ball touches the bottom of 58 degrees, then this is softening point of bitumen. Since we have two assembly here, we can take the average if two degrees are different. Let's say for one assembly we get 58 degrees, other we get 60 degrees. You can take the average of these two values and report as softening point of bitumen. Softening point of bitumen. This is basically used to know where you can apply the bitumen when the dependent temperature of the bitumen.
Just pour the bitumen into the ring. And we will wait for 30 to 45 minutes to cool down at air temperature. The ring along with the stand in water bath maintained at 5 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. Then place the assembly into the beaker and insert the thermometer, and now the temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. After that, switch on the stirrer, electric stirrer, so that the temperature is equally distributed inside the water. Just see the ball is coming through the bitumen downwards. That is pressure. Note the temperature when the first one touches the bottom and wait. Once also touch the bottom. Actually, the first one touched the bottom at a temperature of 62 and second one touched the bottom at a temperature of 64. So the average value of that two means 64 plus 62 by 2. 63 is the softening point of this bitumen.